I'm Annette Schneider, and I'm talking with Linda Hamilton today. And we're doing this audio recording to give you an idea of the remote healing sessions that I do. We've had some just amazing sessions with Linda and many of the other clients that I work with. It's just been fantastic. The outcomes have been quick, the pain is being released, and so Linda is going to share a little bit about some of the healing sessions that we've done with her and what she's experienced. So this is Linda.
Hi, this is Linda. I just want to share my experience. I put my back out, I guess, a couple months ago, and I had a hard time sitting, walking, doing anything. I was in so much pain. At the end of the day, I just felt exhausted. I'd say the pain was about a 9 out of 10.
It was pretty bad.
It was so bad.
It was severe, right? It was
totally severe. It was awful.
Yeah. You had a hard time walking, sitting, even moving.
Yes, I did, definitely. And Annette called me and she started the healing session. She scanned my body, knew exactly where the pain was. I didn't even have to tell her. She told me, I can see the pain is here. It was my lower back, radiating into the right side, into my leg and hip area. She went to work. She scanned my body. I was amazed. The next day, I felt no pain. I just couldn't believe it. I was afraid I'd have to go to the chiropractor. I didn't know what I was going to do. I thought if I go there, they could potentially put my back out even worse. So I didn't know what else to do.
And so even right after that session, the pain was gone.
It was amazed. I felt like it was like popping sensation. It was
movement of energy.
Yeah, it was like a movement. It was really, I'd never experienced that before. And it was almost like when it popped, it released something. I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. And it was almost like instantly the pain just dissipated.
Yeah, it was gone and it's never come back.
It has not come back. I'm amazed.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great, and I just love doing it because it's so interesting for me to be able to see inside people's bodies. Sometimes I see healing colors. Sometimes the clients can see the colors as well. Sometimes the pain moves around into different places and then it just goes away. I can feel when the bones are moving into place, what's been out of place. It's just absolutely phenomenal. And I've been working with people that have had chronic pain for 20, 30 and more years. One session and literally the pain is gone. And I do remember working with a client recently that I was connecting with, and she couldn't believe it. She couldn't believe, she even said to me after, she said, well, that I've had that since 1990 and I've tried everything and nothing works. She said, I can't believe that it's gone. She was quite shocked.
Me too. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked how remote healing, I was skeptical at first. I thought, oh my gosh, like, you know what, I'll try it. And I couldn't believe it. I'm amazed, and I will definitely do it again. If anything ever comes up, I will definitely call.
And it's so gentle and easy. I don't need to be in the same space with the person. I can be working by phone. I'm able to see everything that's going on inside, and it doesn't matter how long the pain's been there. I can just go in and start working with the energy and bringing balance and healing back to the body. So it's fantastic. I love doing it. It's exciting for me, it's interesting for me, and it's fun. And the results are so quick. This is what I love about it. The results are usually in that one session, the pain is gone. That's what I'm seeing virtually every time I work with somebody.
Yes.
And then Linda was going to also share another healing session that we did as well for her sinuses and for your nose, right?
Yes. So I'll start from the beginning. So about 5 years ago, I had a deviated septum. I had trouble breathing. My nostrils were like so plugged I could barely get any air. I snored. I woke up all through the night, every night.
Several times a night.
I went to the doctors and they said they wanted to do surgery to my deviated septum. And I kind of was apprehensive, but I thought, okay, if it's going to help me and make me breathe easier, definitely I'll try it. Well, after the surgery, probably about 3 weeks later, it was like it should have been healed, and I was still experiencing, I was totally stuffed up. Even my ears, all the way to my ears, my sinus felt really bad pressure. And I'm like, oh, I felt worse than I did before I had the surgery.
Even worse.
So I went back to the doctor, and I had built up scar tissue from the surgery. So basically had to remove the scar tissue. And I thought, okay, well, if he does that, it's going to get better. Well, to my surprise, it was like, no. I was so frustrated. I thought, why did I even go get the surgery if there's no difference? If I still can't breathe, I'm still stuffed up. So Annette, I came to you, and you said that you could help me. And I had one session so far with Annette, and she did the same thing, scanned my body, scanned all my sinus cavity, and it was so weird how I said to her, okay, I just felt my ear pop. I just felt like I could see color around my nose. It was like purple, sometimes green, and I could feel almost like a pop between my nostril and my ear, especially on the left side. That was more plugged up. Do you remember that?
I remember seeing that. I remember seeing where it was more congested as I was scanning it. And then I remember needing to connect the ear passages to the nose, because inside, as I was scanning inside, it was blocked in there. I needed to reconnect all of those passages, open them all up, and it was amazing. And then it was like really quickly you could breathe so much better right there, and that was in just minutes into the session.
Yeah, as soon as I felt that pop, it was like, I don't know, the pressure released, and I didn't even know that you were doing that at the time. And I said to you, Annette, I just felt a big pop. And she said, that's the area I was working in. I was working in your nostril to your left ear, and it was like at the same time I felt the pop. That just blew me away. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow.
Yeah. And now after that, when you're sleeping at night, you're finding you're getting a better night's sleep. You can breathe way better.
Oh, I feel like there's way less pressure in my sinus cavity. My ears have stayed open. I do have a little tiny bit of pressure. That's why I thought I would come back and get more sessions, because I did have that for 5 years. And I thought, it's already 80% better.
80%,
I'm sleeping. I can get more air. I'm breathing better.
Exactly.
I'm sleeping through the night. I have to thank you for that, because
that's great.
I mean, you're so exhausted when you don't get enough sleep because you can't breathe, right?
It's such a big thing. Or if you have chronic pain, like so many people have so much chronic pain for such a long time, and it's keeping them awake and they're suffering. And so I want to use this wonderful connection I have to energy healing and use it for as many people as I can and help them to release their pain so that they can be happier, they can be more productive, they can enjoy their lives more. Exactly. It's just, I feel like it's my purpose is to help people release physical pain as well as emotional pain. So sometimes the two are connected. So I work with both of those things. Sometimes people have emotional pain that hasn't been cleared, and it's helping to create physical pain, or it's creating more physical pain. So I work with both of those things to get to the root of everything, so that when it's cleared, it's going to be permanently cleared. So that's what I just find it a joy. It's a joy, it's fascinating, it's interesting. I love being able to scan and connect into people's bodies. It's so much fun for me, and to know that I can help alleviate pain makes my day totally worthwhile.
Yeah, and what amazed me is that I could feel it. I could feel like pops and cracks and just see colors, and usually I normally don't do any of that. Like that amazed me.
Yeah, you knew that there was a change. You knew that there was something happening in your body. You knew that there's a shift occurring. There's something's healing or changing. And people say that to me all the time when I work with them. As I'm doing the energy healing, they can say, oh, well, it's now the pain has shifted a little bit, or it's changed in some way. Sometimes it moves to another part of the body, and those are all excellent signs that the body's doing what it needs to do in order to heal itself and balance itself. So I'm just there to direct the energy, scan to see what's going on, direct, do what I need to do, and the body just starts to do it itself.
Yes, and I can hardly wait till you do more sessions on me and clear my sinus issue right up.
Yeah, because it's in one session we've come a long way at 80%, but so we're going to do another healing session right now with Linda, and it's going to be a fantastic experience, as it always is, so that you can get a little bit of a feel for what we do. So what we will be doing is I'm connecting to Linda's energy.
Okay.
And so she can just totally relax. And I'm going to start to transmit the energy to her now. And then as we go along, we'll share with you what we sense or feel. So there might be some phases of a little bit of quiet time as I transmit the energy.
And so, Annette, are you scanning my sinus right now?
Yes, I'm scanning and I'm sending energy to the sinuses, to the nose.
Okay.
So I'm just going to scan and check the channel from the ears into the sinuses, into the nose, and just see what needs to be done, what needs to be opened up.
I feel like my ears just started ringing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that normal?
Yeah, so any changes or anything that you notice is good, because it means that there's a shift happening, there's a healing starting to occur.
Okay, yeah, because I can feel my ears are ringing.
Mm-hmm.
So that must be feeling you scanning my sinus.
Yeah, I'm sending the energy to your ears.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. I feel like I'm getting a nice connection to the inside of actually into your nasal passage.
I can feel.
That's what's opening up now.
Yes, I can feel it opening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's wider.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm sensing too.
Okay.
There you go.
I almost feel like a triangle around my nose as well. Are you?
So your left side nostril seems like I'm working more there than on the other side a little bit. It seems like it's a bit like
More plugged. Yeah, it feels more plugged.
It's your
than
left.
the other side. Yes. Yeah. I just felt a pop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still working on that left side.
Okay.
That's good.
And it's almost like it went from my nostril to my ear, right across through my sinus.
Yeah.
To my ear.
That's what I felt too.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm getting the guidance for you just to gently move your head right to left, like just do that. There you go. And then just move it up and down.
Okay, I'm doing that now.
There you go. So what that did was, so I'm getting the message and the guidance. I get guidance to tell people to sometimes shift their body. I was just being shown in my inner mind's eye, your spine somehow connected as well, needing your spine and then up through into your head, connection through the skull and then through the nasal passage into the nose. It's creating a balance. It's shifting the energy through there, and it wanted you to move that. It wanted you to move your head slightly so that it could help that to happen.
I felt a crack, like when I was moving my head.
Yeah.
You know the last bone before your head connects to your spine?
Yes.
Right there. And you know what's funny? I've had my neck has been sore on the left side. So when you say that's connected, I can see that because I have a bit of pain in my neck as well, and I didn't even know that was connected to my sinus.
I know. It's amazing what comes up.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm going to run the energy of a figure 8 through the inside of the brain, because that's what I'm being shown to do. Yeah, and then just after we connected and balanced out the spine, there was green and then blue. I saw green and then blue.
I can see blue. It's like an indigo. It's like a darker blue. Is that? I feel like that's a very dark, like almost an indigo blue.
Yeah, I just saw that flash in just earlier.
Oh.
So let's have a look and see how this is doing inside. Okay.
Oh, my neck. I felt it pop.
Yeah, I'm feeling like there's a pressure point. I don't know if that's the right description, but I'm being guided to actually inside the brain, kind of in the center, and there's something there that's being balanced, that's opening up a connection to the sinuses and the spine and everything that's all kind of linking up there.
Okay.
And now I'm being guided to bring the energy back through the nasal passages, back out into the nose, both sides of the nose. Okay, so I feel like there's a bigger opening. I can feel there's an opening happening.
It feels like I can breathe easier. It feels like my nostrils and the air that is going through, it just feels much more open than before we started.
Yeah, there's a really good opening happening there. Okay, fantastic. So I'm being guided to move back down to the base of the neck and the spine there. Needs to be adjusted. It's amazing how the different body parts are linked. Even, we're working for the sinuses, but it's like everything is connected.
Yeah, and I didn't even know that because it was like my neck has been sore. I didn't connect the two. I didn't know that my sinus could all affect the rest of your body, like, especially neck area. And I have had a sore neck for a little bit.
So I'm just going to bring the energy from the back of the neck at the back of the neck, and I'm going to bring it through to the front throat, because that's what I'm being guided to do.
Okay.
It's bringing the energy through. So the throat, because the ear, nose, and throat, of course, are all connected. And last time we did the session, it was the same too. I was working on the 3 different areas.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I see it's like there was a blocked passage in the throat channel. The throat chakra from back to front had to be brought through and then brought out through the front of the throat.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm working with now.
And even since my neck cracked at the back, it already feels better.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. There you go. So just move your shoulders up and down a little bit. That's
okay,
good.
I'm just doing that now.
Yeah. And then I'm being brought actually to the base of your spine. Needs to have something at the base. Okay. So now that I'm directing energy to the base of the spine, Just move your head right to left again, side to side.
Okay, I'm doing that now. It's not cracking. That's funny. At the top of my neck, it's not cracking like it was when I first started doing it.
Okay, and then stop moving. Just have your face forward.
Okay, my face is forward now.
So I'm just balancing it's actually the base of the spine or the tailbone, and I'm balancing that with the shoulders. That's what I'm being shown to do.
Okay. Sorry, I'm yawning.
And it's actually good to yawn because often the yawning is the body's way of resetting the body. It can reset itself when you yawn.
Okay.
So yawning is really good. It can release stuck energy, yawns. It can reset itself. It's a form of healing.
Okay, great.
So it's
That's good to know.
Yeah. Okay, so I was working with the base of the tailbone, the shoulders. Let's see what else we have in your body here that needs to be moved into place. So I'm just going to go back into the sinus cavity for a minute.
Okay. I just felt white all around my nose, my eyes, right through my sinus cavity. I can just see bright white.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just do something?
I did actually. Just before you said that, I felt that there's a much bigger opening, that your whole nasal passage is much more open. It feels like we're getting close to being done. It feels, for this session, it feels like there's a big change. It's much way better than what it was.
Oh, the pressure is completely like way gone, and I feel like it's just like it's almost the size of my finger. I feel like an opening right from my ears to my sinus. It feels a lot wider, and I can get a lot more oxygen air into my nose and not have to breathe through my mouth as much.
I love it. Yeah, I can feel that it's so much better than what it was. Definitely. I love it.
Me too. Thank you.
Oh, it feels like the session's complete for now, and I'm so glad you could be here and connect to share about your sessions and sharing about the energy healing. It was fantastic.
Great. Thank you, Annette. I'm grateful that I met you. I'm grateful for your help, for you helping me. I just want to say thank you so much.
Okay, great.